Oh, YouTube, it's me. We're gonna do like a little vlog. My hair looks like this because I need to wash it, and I have not bothered fixing it or doing anything to it. It just is what it is. Right now we're gonna go, why? Oh, hang on. I can't make coffee without my coffee mug. I had my meeting this morning, and I've been doing some work stuff, and I really need to go into the office and having another like one-on-one meeting with someone. We are getting ready to do a hybrid schedule. We were just checking on Marie there, looking in on her. We are getting ready to do a hybrid schedule. So basically my entire life is getting ready to change again. It is and it's not, but just the thought of going back into the office and working one day a week, I know that's silly. It's one day for me because I'm part-time. I know that sounds like a really horrendous thing to say for some people, but it's just, yeah. So right now, I know I don't have the landscape. I don't have it set landscape. I have it set portrait. I actually did a video yesterday and then deleted it. But I'm just going to do like a small vlog. Nothing crazy. There's nothing really going on today. What I kind of did want to touch on is an issue that I've been dealing with off and on. Basically since I've had Marie, and that is my diet, my weight, my fashion, like my style. I don't know what my style is anymore. My body is shaped funny. I can't seem to lose my weight down to where I want to be, but it's because I can't seem to get my diet on track and keep it on track. And so I hope I don't trigger anybody by talking about it. It's just something that is kind of always there, and I know I need to deal with it. These are new shorts that I got on sale. My mom hates them. She let me know. That's fine. But they are comfortable. And I'm not really, like, I'm not trying to win a fashion anything. But also, I do need to be getting some things in my wardrobe that look good on me, feel good on me, like all those types of things. But I'm shopping for a shape I've not been before. So that's kind of a struggle. We do need to get on the diet. Get my coffee. This is just my second cup of coffee for the day. I normally make a whole pot of coffee. I have a Keurig right here, and then I have a Bunn coffee maker right next to it. I normally make a whole pot of coffee, but I didn't do that today because I'm just about out of coffee. Just about out of coffee. And so I'm conserving like what I have until I can go shopping. We have a few dishes to wash while that's brewing. And then, you know what? I may take you on like a little like plant tour because I might do that. Okay, we've got our coffee made, and I'm just gonna take you for a real quick like plant tour. So come on out. Okay, so this is the deck off the kitchen, and so what I have here is like I have 2 lemongrass plants, and really all that is that was one that I cut in half and I planted. And then right here you see some little seedlings coming up. That should be eventually just a pot full of sage. I did the sage in these pots last year that I got from Aldi on sale, and it was beautiful. I loved them as like centerpieces. So I think what I would do is if these come up, I'll pull some of these out of each pot, and then I'll create other like plants to go on our back deck where I don't have anything yet. We have kind of a mismatch mess of furniture out here, but I like it, but I would like to get all like that chair right there out here. Over here, I've just redone this. So this is a self-watering, you know, pot. I still go ahead and water it because this is peppermint. Peppermint is very thirsty, and so this is what I call my mother plant. I planted peppermint in here one time. It took over everything. It was insane, and I had been taking from it and giving to people for like years, and anyway, it finally died. So this is my new mother plant of peppermint, and I hope it does as well as the last one. And then I've created this divider. I don't know how well that's going to work. And then over here I have chives. And then over here is my beautiful lavender plant. I'm just learning how really to care for lavender. This one has lasted longer than any of my other lavender has so far, because I have just discovered some tips and tricks on it, so my flowers are lasting. See, this is like an old pot and it's cracking over there, but I do have another one like it. And what I would really like to do is get another lavender and put in that corner over there, so then I kind of like mirror that. I would really love to eventually get like several lavender plants and make them last, but we will see if that works or not. And then this is the deck off the front of the house. I have some like little pots over there I need to do something with. Here's more lemongrass. I love having lemongrass around the house. I really am wanting to plant it, but so far all I've done is put it in pots, and then they haven't come back the next year. So if you have any tips on that for me, let me know. Again, this is one plant that I got like as a smaller plant, cut in half and then put in these 2 pots. They do really well, I've noticed that way. I ask my mother-in-law every time I see her what this is called. I forget what it's called every single time. It starts with an M. She got it for me for Mother's Day 2 years ago. I think it was I don't know if it was my first or second Mother's Day, but anyway, she got it for me for Mother's Day, and it's doing really well. Seems to come back every year and thrive. It looks really gnarly and gross, and then you just kind of get it going, and that's what it does. And then over here, and then this guy, I don't know what it is. I got some succulent varieties from Aldi a little bit ago just to kind of like fill in on my little herb garden here, and I like it. Here's my dill. My dill is getting outlandish. Does this every year, and then I replant, and so I love having my herb garden right here. I think it's beautiful. It makes me happy right here. But what I think I want to do is I have a space in the back of the house that I want to kind of clear off and maybe put stuff like that I know will come back every year. Here's my thyme. So like maybe I'll keep this herb garden for like different types of herbs that I've never planted before, and then the ones I know that aren't going to come back. Like I don't think thyme comes back. Basil, probably not. This guy has been getting eaten, so I'm going to have to do something with my basil, but it's coming in really nicely, taking over. See, this is the issue that I have over here, so I need to like probably swap those 2 out. Let's do it. It's just that they get so, so tall and so big after time. So here's my thyme, here's my basil, here's my dill. This is a cactus that Grace picked out at Aldi. I don't know how to care for a cactus, but we're working on it. Marjoram. I actually don't know how to use marjoram yet, but I do enjoy planting new herbs every year and learning how to use it. Here's another succulent variety that I got. I think is very cute over here. And of course I have like little gnomes and an angel and lights. I need to get some more lights out here. This is chamomile. I don't know what I'm going to do with chamomile personally, but I just have wanted to grow it, and I think it's very sweet and pretty, and it's never really come in and done this well before, but this is the first year that I've got some really good flowers, and the plant seems to be doing very good. Parsley. This is the holy grail for me. I use a ton of parsley, so my parsley's coming in very, very well. Down here I have sunflowers that need to be planted. They just need to be planted. They're not looking so good in that bucket, and I'm going to have to plant them. And over here is my rosemary. And so what I would like to do is see if I could get this guy doing really, really well this year and get really, really big, and then plant it in the back where I'm wanting to like plant herbs. And then if I do the dill probably, and plant the rosemary, and then I have a separate place that I would like to maybe establish a really nice lavender plant. And then I like having these pots around though, so I'm not sure what I'll do, but if I can establish them to come back every year, I think that would be great. Yeah, so that's my tour of my decks. My next order of business, while I'm waiting for this guy to finish what he's doing in my computer, is I have been trying to catch up on some picture stuff for, well, really both of my daughters. So I kind of let the picture developing get away from me, which is fine in this day and age with, like the cloud and everything that we have. The problem though with that is it just becomes a cluttered mess, and then your phone gets so full, and then you need to offload your device, and then, and then it's on a flash drive somewhere. And I really like having paper copies of things. So I've been trying really hard to keep up on both girls' baby books. And I say both girls because even Gracie's book goes up to 5 years. which really hers at this point is just birthday stuff, like every year on her birthday. But I've been trying to make sure that I keep up on both girls, baby books, heights, weights, you know, developmental stuff. But then separate from that, I have photo albums, and I've just recently bought one for Marie because I didn't have one. But I actually have two for Grace, and one is like full. One was full. I kept up on it like it was fine. But then the other one is kind of like this weird mishmash because I have the app, the Free Prints app, and I love it, love it, love the Free Prints app. And so you can get 85 free prints a month. And so at some point, like, I started developing pictures, but like there was like this span of time that was missed. So I'm trying to go back and find like each month and go back to that time and like develop and catch myself up. And so what I have is I have like pictures separated in categories. So like these are all the pictures that are going to end up going in her photo album. And then I have some like family pictures where it's like her with other people, or, you know, me and my husband or whatever, or other family members that it wouldn't necessarily go just in her book. And I'm gonna have to like find a photo album to put those in. And so then this is this month's pictures that I have to label, put in order of the date, separate into whatever categories need to go, and see whatever else that I need to do to catch up my all my pictures. So eventually I can just put all her pictures in her photo album and then start from where we're at there and continue to develop there. And then eventually, like the way that I did the developing too, I missed like, I have all the ones from like the last 2 weeks of my pregnancy with Marie, but I want to put like, I took a picture like every month. Because that was something that like I would miss here and there with Grace. And so I wanted to make sure I took a picture of myself every month in my development. So I want to put those in the book also, along with like the baby announcement and like stuff like that. So I want to start from the very beginning and put hers in there. So I haven't really been able to do either one. Not really. So that's what I'm going to work on now while this is being taken care of here, and while Marie's down for a nap. Like, I'm going to work on this. Got my dishes washed. That's great. The only other piece of housekeeping that I need to do is to clean this upstairs bathroom and clean upstairs a little bit. On my upstairs like level and then the basement level sometimes get a little bit neglected. Just because life is crazy, and I try my best to keep up as much on the main level where we do all of our living that I can. So either today or tomorrow I will be cleaning the upstairs a little bit more, but I also have to make food because my mother-in-law is getting a surgery, and so I want to make sure that I drop off some food for them too. So there's just a lot going on. Anyway, that is my segment for now, and I will catch you later. Maybe my hair will be fixed. I don't know. My hair is still not done. The baby's up. It's lunchtime, so we're gonna make some lunch. I've kind of had to not improvise. I wouldn't say improvise, but I've kind of had to change what I was gonna do, and I was in the middle of doing it too. So I'm sure you can hear that obnoxious noise. That's the air fryer. And so I've got some Aldi red bag chicken in the air fryer, which the sodium there, I know the sodium is not good. And normally on that, what I like to have myself is some mayonnaise and a piece of lettuce, a little pepper, little thin slice of tomato, and some dill pickles. That's what I like on mine. And either eat it as a sandwich or just by itself, which I was going to eat it by itself. I can't find my mayonnaise. I thought I had gotten another. I knew I ran out of my last, but I thought I had gotten some other, and I'm wondering if it's not downstairs, but I don't have time to go. So we're going to change the way that I'm doing that, simply because it's fine. My friend and I the other night, we had gone to Hibachi, and of course I always get like all this extra yum yum sauce, and so I'm just going to cut it in chunks and dip it in that. What I'm doing right now is I'm chopping, and I know you can't really see it, whatever, let's just move our stuff. I'm chopping a Roma tomato because what I'm gonna do, and isn't that just red? That ding? I'm not sure that that's done. It's a very red tomato. Anyway, what I've decided to do along with my chicken here is a little caprese salad. I've got all the stuff to do it. And I like that every now and then in summer. And here's what's funny is I'm actually not like a huge tomato fan. I'm picky about how it's done, picky about how I eat it. But I do like a caprese salad. You know, suddenly in my adult life, I like it. I hope I'm saying it right. Anyway, so I've got one Roma tomato in my little bowl. Here we go. And then a while ago, I went out and cut some fresh basil off of my plant and washed it. And I've got it right here. And so I'm just going to kind of run my knife down the center. It's a pretty sharp knife. I'm trying not to crush my herbs, you know. And I've just got it here, so I'm going to chop it. But then I'm going to pull my... She's making herself known. She said, I can't be on the camera, but I'm going to make myself known. I probably, admittedly, would like a little more fresh basil than that. Today, Miss Marie is going to try raspberries for the first time. I always get nervous with introductory foods. And what I did was I bought these little individual wrapped 3 mozzarella balls in a thing so that they would keep better. So that I could just kind of make it as I went like this. I had some yesterday and today. But then you don't have like this mozzarella just like rolling around in your fridge, you know. Set that there. You still can't see it. My angles in this kitchen are just not it. That's just all there is to it. I don't know what to tell you. And I know this isn't like super traditional caprese salad as far as... I know you normally would put like cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes in there cut in half, and then you would put like the whole ball or half the ball. That's just like big, you know. And I have the Romas. I prefer that. This is just how I prefer it, really. I like it diced up like this. All right, so I've got my 1 Roma tomato and my 3 mozzarella balls diced up, and then I'm going to throw my fresh basil in there. See, I can mix up my basil in there. That's the problem. Okay, now, because it wants to hang together. Now what makes this easy, too, is Aldi sells this balsamic glaze. Just throw that in there. And I'm telling you what, that is so... I like a lot on there. That is so perfect. And then, like, done. Caprese salad. Bam! So that's another great thing I like to take to, like, family events and stuff like that in the summertime. If you have people that will eat it, it takes you no time at all. I'm going to go ahead and throw my chicken in there a little bit longer. Something else I have with it, too, is I like to get these in the summertime. And I just cut them in rounds and have them with, like, a little ranch dressing. Alright, so I'm trying to hurry here because the baby's hungry. She wants her lunch. I'm hungry. I don't have a lot of time. I need to be working, so that's what we're going to be doing. I've already made one trip out to the herb garden. I'm just going to sprinkle some dill in, because I like extra dill in my ranch. I like it. Sometimes a little extra parsley. I like it. Tastes good. Just a little extra seasoning. Here's my yum yum sauce for my chicken. Okay. Probably should let this rest a minute, huh? I don't always like to, cook like this. But with 2 kids and for lunch, And, you know, if my husband's out of town or anything, this is a go-to. Of course, I don't normally do it like this, but that's okay. Woo! We're steaming. We are steaming. All right, here is my lunch. And then here's a little, you can tell I'm an Aldi shopper. And I do get other brands and stuff, but today we're trying raspberry for the first time. I do make my own baby food, but don't pay attention to my nail. I do make my own baby food, but I've been doing a lot of pouches too because we've been on the go. Yeah, she says yeah. Now comes a portion of the day where I feed myself and the baby. You can see up here, see that in the frame? That's a rose. I have you propped up against a flower arrangement I made. She must like that. Are you deciding that you like this pretty well? This is the way we've been doing it. I know I need to get better at letting her feed herself. I know that, but that's a mess, you know? I like this with this yum yum sauce. It's good. Not how I normally eat it, but I like it. I'm trying to decide if I want to set up my one-on-one meeting for work today or tomorrow. I'm gonna have to go in the office to have it because I need to take physical papers in there and talk to someone about something. Do I want to do that today or tomorrow? I don't know. Hello. Okay, it is time to finish up the video and go get the baby. So I had a couple errands that I had to run. I didn't vlog that just because I have been at a dead run. I mean, today has just been like, I've been at a dead run. And so we're after the work day. I did go do, I had to go to the post office and mail something. And while I went, I got a hold of my coworker and I said, hey, are you there? And he was like, yeah. I said, well, I need to go over this paperwork with you for a second. And so I just ran in there quick and did that and did what I needed to do. So then tomorrow, hopefully I can just, now that we got glitches worked out and got some computer things taken care of, and I had my meeting, maybe I can just focus on doing what I need to do in the system tomorrow, and also make some food for my mother-in-law who's having surgery tomorrow. So that's a big thing. I mean, it's not a huge surgery. It's pretty routine. It's fine. She's fine. It's just something that needs to be taken care of, and so, but she's gonna have some recovery time, and you know how all that kind of stuff goes. So I'm gonna try to make some food and drop off, and so maybe tomorrow I can get a pretty good chunk of work done and get some food made and dropped off, and you know, we'll just kind of see where the day takes me. But anyway, today has just felt like a whirlwind, and my hair, of course, you've seen in the video earlier, I mean, it's just been crazy and it needed to be washed. Luckily, since I do wear my hair in a short style, it don't take me no time to wash and blow dry it quick and fix it, and so that's what we're doing. But yeah, I have some more watering to do outside, but I really just need to get over and get the baby. We did hook up before my husband's last job, which I really wanted part of this video to be talking about that, just because my husband has been on a long job, and we're at the end of that. So that's very exciting, and I'm very glad. And oh, it's just, you know, it's going to be a crazy summer. I think I've mentioned that in previous videos. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But my husband, if you don't know, my husband travels with his job. And I don't announce when he is gone. But he is just off of a little bit bigger job than I care for him to be on. But it's not anything like, there's much worse. There is much worse. And he used to travel and be gone longer than what he is nowadays. But it's still a lot and it puts a lot on me. So before he left, I said, hey, I'm on one of them sale sites on Facebook, you know, the Amazon, they post like these sales or whatever. That is both good and bad. It's mostly good, but it can be kind of bad. But I try to get like gifts and things we need out there. I don't do like frivolous buying on there, but they did have a drip line on there like some months back for like $17. It's normally 30 something dollars. And I thought, well, that's not too bad of a price. And so I had asked him here a while back to hook it up. So he messed with it and played with it, got it hooked up. So I've got the drip line running right now. And I watered my potted plants already. So I just have like a little bit that I need to drag the hose to. But the way the time is, I'm going to need to go. Have to take care of that later, I guess. You know, in my spare time. That's what I was talking to my daughter. And I said to Gracie, and I said, she wanted me to fix something or whatever it was she wanted me to do. And I said, well, I'll just get to that in my spare time. And she said, what's spare time? And I said, I don't know. I don't know what it is. And then I explained to her what it was. And I said, does it seem like I have a lot of that? And she goes, no. I said, no, it doesn't, does it? Anyway, see, my hair don't take no time. I mean, it could take less, I guess. But it's such, my hair just needs to be fixed. I just have hair that you have to fix. You don't have to if you want to walk around looking kind of crazy, but I just have some crazy hair, and that's okay. So I keep it short so I could just every couple days do this, and it's not that big a deal. It's easy to care for. I am hot. I'm telling you what, I am hot. That's fine. I don't complain about the heat. I tell you why I don't, because I complain all winter. I thrive much better in the heat than I do the cold. Much better. But I've just been at a dead run today, and so that paired with the heat is a bit much, and so that's why I'm wearing a dress. Because oh my gosh, you know, that, and I'm really struggling, like I said earlier, with my style and what to wear and everything, and I just feel like nothing really fits me or looks nice, and I was going in the office, so between it being so hot and then not knowing how to dress, and still look relatively appropriate. I'm not saying I have clothing that is inappropriate. I'm saying that, like, sometimes, like, some of what I have to wear just seems, like, very casual anymore. And I'm, like, never been a super just casual dresser, but here we are. And I'm just gonna kind of mop that through my hair. Not mop it through. I don't know what you call it, but to help with the frizz, because it's pretty humid where I live. It's, you know, it's humid. And then I'm going to spray it. Make sure I get it all over my clean counter back there. Yep. All right, my hair's done. I've put my rings on here. Go shut the drip line to the garden off. And I'm going to go get the baby. So thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.